Alright guys, I don't know for sure what's working and what's not. And there goes my phone. It never fails. Never fails. Anyway, I got the Canon up there. I don't know. Well, you can't see it, but I do. It's the Canon 4, or the T4i. Had a class yesterday. It took all day, which they usually do. You know, sometimes the wife will say, "Well, what time do you think you're getting home today?" But sometimes you start thinking about it and you'll say, "Well, these guys or these people, women, whatever you want, had some experience, the way I understand it. They were in the military, this and that. So I really don't know if they know what they claim to know. And we worked through lunch. We're out there by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. See, what happens is, here's how I work it. At one time, I haven't read the state statute lately, but at one time in Connecticut, with the state and NRA and whatever else was involved with giving orders, was 8 hours or at the discretion of the instructor. Now, 8 hours, you're also talking an hour for lunch. You're talking a 10-minute break just about every hour, or somewhere within, or after. Within that, So if I've got a small class, I tell them, listen, you can run this casually. And I mentioned it at this point, there was 3 of them, 3 women. And I said, if you want, you can bring water, coffee, bring a beverage, as long as there's no alcohol involved. If you want to bring something to snack on to get you through the day, don't be opening up a full course, but if you want to bring something light that you can pick on, I don't mind you picking or snacking while I'm talking to you, as long as you're listening to me, and as long as whatever you bring isn't offensive to the other people that are there. Don't be bringing Limburger cheese, for instance. You know what I mean? People really don't want to smell dirty feet. So, but meanwhile, you kind of get the idea where I'm going with that. So yesterday was one of those days because one of the women, I've been getting a lot of calls from Massachusetts. I had done a person, a female, a woman, doesn't make a difference. Probably about 6 months, maybe a little bit more ago, that lived in Massachusetts. She also lived in Florida. She had a spot with Florida, she had a spot in Massachusetts, and she was an attorney. She actually is an attorney for the medical type community. She's one of those attorneys. I know, I got her name. She told me to hang on to it. But she's one of these attorneys to where if the laws try to overtake something that's going to actually hurt the ones that are honestly taking things versus the ones that are just abusing. She makes sure that the law doesn't get away with too much, and she's in charge of a whole group of attorneys. And she's an attorney in Florida, she's an attorney here in Mass. So, but anyhow, regardless of that, she wanted to get her Connecticut permit because she's going to be moving into Connecticut. And that's basically what she wanted to do. So anyway, I've been getting a lot of calls from Massachusetts and Florida. Who in Florida, in their right mind, is going to want to move to Connecticut? and get their permit. I'm glad that they do. You know, but I guess if you're in Florida, you know, after a while you start saying, you know what, I'm getting kind of tired of it. Let me go to Connecticut. I mean, I don't know. But personally, I've been in Florida. Like I said, the wife and I used to go every November. And I don't think I can live in Florida. I would tolerate it because of the way it used to be with the laws, with the firearms and things. Do I base all my life basically around firearms? No. But, you know, warmer weather, that's a plus. Firearm, you know, more or less, you're not bothered. That's a plus. The state in general was okay. However, the medical sucks. But at that point, yesterday I had 3 of them. One again from Massachusetts and Florida, and she's actually moving into Connecticut. That's who she is. I have to look at her paperwork. She took a class from me before. Yesterday, one of the women that were there was awfully familiar to me. And she said that, yeah, you too. Maybe you're my kindred spirit or something. I don't know. But she probably didn't want to say anything. But she lives in Massachusetts. Has a home in Florida. She had the one that I did a few months back, the attorney, I do so many, I forget faces, I really do. She had a friend in Guilford. Well, this woman that I had done yesterday moved in with her boyfriend in Guilford. Now, she didn't have the same car, but that doesn't mean anything. I gotta look the name up. I got her paperwork. I gotta look the name. I mean, why would she not tell me, oh, I lost the paperwork, or whatever the case may be, and take it over again. She could have just called me up and said, hi, this is Robin. Do you remember me?
I found this on the web.
Hi, my phone starts to talk when I mention things. My phone is becoming a rat, a bird. Now it's like a bird sings. I didn't know it. Yes, you did. Anyway, let's get off of that subject. So anyway, I was all day yesterday. I had no opportunity or chances of getting out here to do my thing. Kind of sucked. So what I'm doing now, I've been out here a while. It's cold. It's like 9 below. My wife had on her sleeping bag coat. I think we've showed this to you before. And she did not stay out for long. She came in saying, it's cold out there. I didn't light the fire for you, she said. I mean, I don't ask her to. But when she comes out here sometimes, well, most of the time, she says, I gotta push that. And it hits a certain speed, it doesn't disengage. But anyhow, when she comes out here, she'll start the wood fire for me, which I appreciate. I don't want her to freeze her ass off while she's trying to start a fire to keep warm. But anyway, as I digress, there's a word I haven't used in a while. That's good, I forget where I'm at half the time. Digress, I gotta remember that. Well, I'd be using it an awful lot now, wouldn't I? Can you see me? Well, you see. No, you don't see. Anyway, I'm here. Now here's a mess. Got a hat on. This was a color that I just put on here to have something on here as far as it goes with a color. I'm not particularly fond of the color, but this is going to be a vacuum type table, if you want to call it, box, whatever you want to call it. I just have to put the lights on it. And then the vacuum hooks up to it, and it sucks air through the holes. So if I heat up a piece of warbler, for instance, and put that on there, warbler, W-O-R-B-L-A. It's a form of a plastic. It comes in different thicknesses. They use it for making costumes, like armor, things that has to be a little hard, but yet movable and flexible, stuff like that. You can look it up. The place that I used to buy it from, I'm not connected to them in any way, but I think it's C-O-M, what the hell was it? C-O-M-P-L-A-Y-I-N-G something. Something. I have it on the computer. Type in that, you'll probably find it. Or just type in it. If you're interested in that kind of stuff. You can do a lot of crafts. You may find it. Because you want to make little bows, little flowers, petals, pebbles, or whatever you want to call them. You just heat it up a little bit with a hair dryer, bend it, twist it, it'll stay that way. I've actually made forms with it that I can use for certain things. I even made a couple of boxes with it. I made a couple of caps to hold some wood. Anyhow, this is going to be that. So I wanted to put an oil base on this, which it is, and I only have black or green. I use a lot of black, but you know what? I got more green than anything, so I'm going to use the green. I'm not crazy about it, but it was an oil base, so it helps seal the wood, which is also something I want to accomplish. Every fitting is also sealed, because you got to make it basically airtight, except for this. You don't want it sucking in air from anywhere else. You want it to be concentrated. And then I figured, well, you know what? I can always just spray this with another color once I get a seal. So that's what I did. So I'm going to seal this. I'm going to spray this real quick with a quick dry. And then this black. I told you, I got all kinds of black paint. One of the women I was doing yesterday, well, that's the wrong term. One of the women that I was certifying yesterday, she was 60. They were all older women, in their 60s, except for one. And the only reason why she was there is because I certified her husband last year. And, he had wanted to know if I could certify her. If there was anything coming up, she didn't want anything big, she wanted a little shy, and that happens. So I told him that I had this other one. Two people would be perfect because there's two women. So then she would be the third. I would probably venture to say she was mid-20s, maybe late 20s. Married, have a couple kids. I don't care if this cover's great. I don't care if it looks like crap. I just don't want to see all that green. So it looks a little camo, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. There's a song out there, I think. I don't care. Alright, let's let that dry. Clean now. Hey, if anybody ever stole my saw, I can identify it. is underneath the tray here is where I clean all the nozzles. So I don't know what it looks like under there, but there's probably every color known to man under there. All I have to do is tell the police, look underneath. You see a lot of paint. That's mine. So anyhow, let's put that over there for now. These are going to be the legs. I think this should be enough. Put these over here for a minute. And as you guys know, I've been kind of scooching around a little bit. This is a good piece. I really don't want to do this. I kind of been scooching around a little bit, and when I mean scooch, that's just what I mean with the green screen stuff. I've kind of been just playing with it a little bit. You know, what can be done, what can't be done, what do I do? Well, I know what can be done, but what can I do with it? You know, with what I have here, and do I want to play with it? It's just one of those things. You know, I bought it because I wanted to have it. I thought it would be fun to have. Then it sat over there for I don't know how long. Well, not set, but hung over there. Just more coffee. For I don't know how long. I used it, I think, the second or third week that I had it. I had to go down into Yale one day. So I said, well, I took a video of it, not realizing that I was going to use it at the time, which I did. And that came out pretty good, actually. I think that was one of my first ones. My very first one was me walking around the woodshed looking stupid with a hammer or something. I don't remember. Latex type or acrylic or something like that. Whatever it is